The wind howled through the empty streets of the small suburban neighborhood, a chilling prelude to the storm that was about to break. It was late on a quiet Saturday evening when a scream shattered the peace, sending waves of panic through the sleepy community of Hollow Creek, Ohio. A young woman, barely in her 20s, had just been found in a pool of her own blood. Her name was Emily Thompson, and to most who knew her, she was a picture of warmth and kindness. But in the last moments of her life, she had learned a hard truth. Not all those who smile in your face are your friends. In fact, sometimes those closest to you are the ones who betray you in the most unimaginable way. Before we dive deeper into this chilling investigation, I just want to remind you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads. We post true crime, suspense-filled stories every day, and each case is more shocking than the last. If you're new to the channel, be sure to catch up with our previous videos to immerse yourself fully in these gripping tales. Now, let's jump right back into the story. Hollow Creek was the kind of place where everyone knew each other's names. Small, tight-knit, and peaceful, it seemed like the last place where something sinister could unfold. Emily Thompson, a 24-year-old marketing professional, had lived in this idyllic town her whole life. She had everything going for her: a steady job at a local tech startup, a group of loyal friends, and a boyfriend, Alex, with whom she was planning a future. But under the surface of this perfect life, there were cracks. Emily had recently confided in her best friend, Sarah, about the growing tension in her relationship with Alex. They had been together for 3 years, and though their bond seemed strong, Emily had started to notice changes in his behavior. He was distant, often distracted, and there were rumors swirling around Hollow Creek about him being involved in something unsavory. Sarah, though concerned, didn't want to overreact. "Maybe it's just a phase," she reassured Emily. "You've been through ups and downs before. You two are solid." But Emily couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. She had started noticing small things. Alex's phone was always locked, his late nights at the office were becoming more frequent, and he had started pulling away from their group of friends. And then there were the unsettling things Sarah had overheard. Whispers of Alex's name, linked to an old high school friend, Derek, who had recently reappeared in Hollow Creek after a long absence. Everything came to a head on that fateful Saturday night when Emily was found dead in her apartment. No one had expected this outcome. Everyone was shocked. The discovery of Emily's body was made by Sarah, who had stopped by to visit her. Emily's apartment was locked from the inside, the windows closed. Everything appeared normal at first glance, except for the blood. Blood everywhere. Emily's lifeless body was sprawled across the floor, her head resting on the carpet, a single gunshot wound to the chest. The police were immediately called to the scene, and the investigation began within hours. Hollow Creek, usually a town of calm, now found itself thrust into the chaos of a murder investigation. Detective Jake Riley, a seasoned investigator known for his sharp instincts, was called in to lead the case. "Someone did this on purpose," Riley murmured, kneeling next to the body. "No forced entry. No sign of struggle. Whoever killed Emily was someone she trusted." The autopsy confirmed Riley's suspicion. Emily had died from a single bullet to the chest, fired at close range. There was no sign of a robbery or any attempt to steal from her apartment. Everything seemed so personal. Riley's first instinct was to look into Emily's relationships. Her boyfriend, Alex, was immediately a prime suspect. They had been together for years, but could their relationship have turned sour enough for him to kill her? Or was there something deeper at play? Detective Riley started with the basics: interviews with Emily's friends, family, and co-workers. Everyone who knew her spoke highly of Emily. She was kind, generous, and a loyal friend. No one had any clue who could want her dead. However, when Riley interviewed Alex, the first cracks in his calm demeanor began to appear. He was visibly shaken by Emily's death, but there was something off about his reactions. His answers were vague, and when pressed, he became defensive. "I don't know who could have done this to her," Alex exclaimed. "I loved Emily. She was everything to me." But Riley wasn't convinced. As the investigation continued, a few details started to surface. Alex had been unusually distant in the days leading up to Emily's murder. He had been spending more time with Derek, the old high school friend who had recently returned to town. Derek was known for his involvement with some shady characters during his youth, and his return to Hollow Creek wasn't coincidental. Riley soon discovered that Derek had been spending a lot of time at Alex's place, but when Alex was questioned about their meetings, he claimed they were simply catching up. Despite Alex's insistence that he had no idea what had happened, Riley couldn't ignore the mounting suspicion that Alex might be hiding something. What really happened between him and Emily in the days before her death? Was there something Alex wasn't telling them? As the investigation deepened, more disturbing facts came to light. Emily's phone records revealed that she had been communicating with Derek in the days before her death. The conversations were brief but unsettling. Emily had mentioned feeling uncomfortable, even afraid, when talking about Alex. She had also confided in Sarah that she suspected Alex was hiding something, and she was starting to worry about his connections to Derek. The breakthrough came when a neighbor reported hearing a heated argument coming from Emily's apartment the night she died. The neighbor had heard a male voice, but they couldn't make out what was being said. It was enough, though, to solidify Alex as a person of interest. With a warrant in hand, the police searched Alex's apartment, but they didn't find much. The one thing they did uncover, however, was a series of bank transactions between Alex and Derek. Large sums of money had been transferred back and forth, money that Alex had denied needing. What was a connection? Why had Alex been financially involved with Derek? Detective Riley was getting closer, but there were still so many questions. The money, the argument, the mysterious relationship between Alex and Derek. Was Emily's death the result of a domestic dispute gone wrong, or was there something darker behind it? Just when Riley thought he had it all figured out, another twist emerged. A surprise witness came forward. Emily's co-worker, Tina, who had seen Alex and Derek meeting at a local diner just days before the murder. She had overheard part of their conversation, which had been about Emily. It turned out that Alex and Derek weren't just old friends. They were involved in something much more dangerous. It was revealed that Derek had been heavily involved in a local drug syndicate, and Alex had been helping him launder money through his job. Emily had discovered the truth and had confronted Alex about it, threatening to expose him if he didn't cut ties with Derek. Fearing that Emily would ruin everything he had worked for, Alex had made a decision that would haunt him forever. On the night of her murder, Alex had gone to Emily's apartment, intending to confront her one last time. The argument escalated, and in a moment of rage, Alex shot her. He then staged the scene to look like a robbery gone wrong, but the truth was far more chilling. Alex was arrested and charged with the murder of Emily Thompson. The evidence was overwhelming, and the trial was swift. The jury convicted Alex of first-degree murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. But there were still lingering questions. Did Alex act alone? What role did Derek play in Emily's death? Was he the mastermind behind the whole plot, or was he just an accessory? And what are the mysterious money transfers? Was there more to the story than the police had uncovered? The case of Emily Thompson's death remains a haunting reminder of how trust, once shattered, can lead to the most deadly betrayals. While Alex may have been convicted, the true depths of the conspiracy remain a mystery. Derek's involvement was never fully proven, and some believe he may have been the true orchestrator behind Emily's tragic death. There are those who suspect that there are still secrets buried in Hollow Creek, secrets that may one day come to light. But for now, Emily's story is a stark reminder how even the closest of relationships can mask deadly betrayals. What do you think? Was Alex acting alone, or was Derek truly the mastermind behind this horrifying betrayal? And do you believe there's more to this story that hasn't been uncovered yet? Share your thoughts in the comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more true crime stories like this one. Thank you very much for listening. See you in the other one.